Let's begin Pranayama series. We start the very first one, which is the first amongst the in ranking amongst all the pranayam. That's known as Ujjayi pranayam. Ujjayi, it's a conjunction of two words. Ud means upwards or on the top of the superiority. You can say the superiority in rank. So that's why when we start the pranayam, that's the first one we start, and then we can follow the series of different variety of pranayam. Ud also means blowing or expansion. So we blow the lungs to the fullest, we expand the chest to the fullest, and we fill up the air. We completely fill up the lungs. Yeah, which normally we never do. Normally we are breathing very shallow, or even while exercising or doing asanas, we are breathing only right up to the chest. But here we are going to fill up the lungs right up to the brim. That's right up till here. The lungs extend till here. So now Jaya means victory, triumph, conquest, success. Any sadhaka practicing Ujjayi pranayam, he or she appears more like a triumphant warrior with the chest fully blown up and puffed. Yeah, and it signifies more of a power. So we start this process. First, sit down in a comfortable position. You can sit in Sukhasan, Veerasan, Vajrasan, Siddhasan, whatever. I prefer Padmasan because it gives me enough stability. So I go into Padmasan. Then I create a Jalandhar Bandh. How do you create a Jalandhar Bandh? Now, before creating Jalandhar Bandh, remember we have to keep our chest upright, totally puffed and pulled out, but without creating tension anywhere, no aggression. It has to be very gentle. You stretch, but you don't create an aggression, and you remain alert. That's it. So the shoulder blades are touching the back. My back is upright. Now I pull out my neck and bring the chin, touching, placing it right on the notch. Now this notch is above the sternum and the breastbone and in line with the collarbone. So this is the notch. I place it here. So this is Jalandhar Bandh. And now I place the wrist of my palm on the knees. I'll be creating a Jnana Mudra. What is Jnana Mudra? Stretch out all the 5 fingers. Bring the index and the tip of the index finger and the tip of the thumb. Unite them, join them, and stretch out all the rest of the 3 fingers. So this is Jnana Mudra. Now the index finger symbolizes individual soul and the thumb symbolizes universal soul. So it's a union of individual soul to the universal soul, symbolizing abundance of knowledge. And that's the reason that whenever we are practicing pranayam, most of the pranayams are done with Jnana Mudra, with the help of Jnana Mudra. Even meditation, you sit in Jnana Mudra. So, right, Jalandhar Bandh, Jnana Mudra. Now, before I start the process, again remember, for all pranayam process, before you start, you have to exhale out all the toxic air in the lungs. So I exhale out, empty the lungs. So I create a space for the pure air to fill up. So now I breathe in through both the nostrils, taking the pure air in, filling it right up to the brim. One more thing, when you are breathing in, ensure that your abdomen doesn't bloat. If you are sitting upright, it will not bloat. It's only when you're slouching it will bloat. See? Yeah. So I breathe in. I hold the breath. The breathing process is about 4 to 6 seconds. The lungs are filled right up till here. Now I hold the breath. Holding the breath is known as kumbhak. The breathing in process is known as purak. So purak, then holding the breath, kumbhak. Now this holding is at the time of inhalation, so it is known as antara kumbhak. Antara kumbhak. Now I start exhalation. Now one more thing, when I am holding the breath during inhalation, antara kumbhak, I am also creating mula bandh. What is mula bandh? Mula bandh is contracting the muscles of your groin and the anus. So it's simultaneously I create a mula bandh. Now start exhaling and releasing muscles. Now before starting the next cycle, I again hold the breath. So when I'm holding the breath after exhalation, exhalation is known as a rechak. So after rechak, when I'm holding the breath, it is known as bahaya kumbhak. Bahaya means outside. So bahaya kumbhak. Now inhalation, I ensure that there is no sound. When I inhale, it's a very subtle sa sound. And when I exhale, now inhalation, as I said, is purak. Then holding is antara kumbhak. Along with that, mula bandh. This is of course the Jalandhar bandh. Now exhalation, which is rechak. Holding it. Bahaya kumbhak. So if you do it if the practice is done in a very engrossed, focused manner, then you can have a self-test. What is that self-test? When you breathe in, you feel the coolness of the air, the nostrils. You'll feel the cool air passing through. And when you breathe out, you'll feel the warmth of the air passing out. One more thing, never do it anything aggressively. Many of the teachers, they show like this. No, this is not the way it is to be done. All pranayama has to be very gentle and very soothing.